of ensuring that the team that is going to Yala on behalf of Kenya is able to carry the faith and aspirations of the Kenyans. Congratulations, and may the best be your portion.
The Honorable Member for Suna East, Honorable Junet Mohammed.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I also want to join other members in congratulating the members who have been elected to the East African Legislative Assembly. Madam Speaker, I am sure these are men and women who have the capability and the knowledge and everything required to represent this country in that parliament, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I also want to specifically congratulate the people who have been elected on behalf of my party, Honorable Winnie Odinga and Honorable Suleiman Shahbal, who I'm sure will immensely help this country to develop economically in the East African region, Madam Speaker. I also want to congratulate other members who have been elected in the other side of the coalition, Honorable Hassan Omar and Honorable Falhada, and all Honorable Kalonzo, who is from our party, and Honorable Karini Kega. I want to mention them by name because those are my friends. But Madam Speaker, the hero of this election today is Honorable Geoffrey Maina Karobia. Madam Speaker, this is a young man who was rejected, Madam Speaker. He was rejected by his coalition that he does not deserve to go to that parliament, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I found him last night. I found him last evening, Madam Speaker, on the corridors of this house, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, this is a young 28 years old young man, Madam Speaker, who was rejected terribly, Madam Speaker.
What is your point of order, Leader of Majority?
When I found him on the corridors of Madam
Mike, Honorable Junet, I'm on a point of order. Honorable Speaker, Honorable Speaker, you know, Honorable Speaker, this political posturing, you know, is typical and characteristic of the Honorable Junet. And Honorable Speaker, it is completely out of order for the Honorable Junet to purport that the MP-elect one Godfrey Maina Karobia was rejected by any coalition, because the election, Madam Speaker, in line with the Yala rules, was to be in this house. Yes. It is also preposterous, Honorable Junet, it is tantamount to saying, I would have said very unsavory things about dynasties and the election of family members into Yala. But I have restrained myself because I have said as a leader, we are electing members of the Yala Assembly to go and represent Kenya. And therefore, the Honorable Maina Karobia is duly elected by members across the political divide, from Kenya Kwanza and from Azimio.
Thank you, Leader of Majority.
Because he warrants and he worked for us in the Kenya Kwanza coalition. And I want to refrain myself from speaking about dynasties. I want to refrain about myself from
okay, good. The Honorable... the Honorable... Your time was up, Junet. Your time was up. Order, members. Order, members. Honorable Junet, the light had flashed already. Yes. Honorable members. Honorable members, we are supposed to be congratulating the successful candidate and not having an altercation between members. Honorable Junet, I have ruled. I'm not debating from the chair, Honorable Junet. I shall proceed. Okay. Order, order. Honorable Junet, had you asked politely and with decorum that you wanted an extra minute, I would have given it to you. But the fact that you continued shouting from the... yes, then I will not give it to you. You have already spoken. Sergeant at Arms. Sergeant at Arms. The Honorable Dr. Robert Pukose, member for Endebess. The Honorable Member for Endebess, Dr. Robert Pukose.
Thank you, Madam. Thank you, Madam Speaker, for giving me opportunity to be able to congratulate the newly elected members of the IALA who have been elected by this Parliament. Honorable Speaker, you know I was the teller on the Kenyan side, on the Kenya Kwanza side, together with the Deputy Whip, and I want to actually congratulate the clerks. They did a tremendous job. Our clerks were very professional, together with our Sergeant-at-Arms who are also here. They've done a wonderful job. And the only thing I want to ask our members is that everybody might have been supporting someone. But at the end of the day, all of us must come together. The team that we've elected is the team that will represent Kenya in IALA. And I come from a border constituency called the Endebess, which is in the border of Kenya and Uganda. The most important thing is free movement of goods and services across the borders. I hope that they'll be able to look into that and be able to assist our people to engage in both business and other activities, whether farming, and you know my people also take their cows when during dry season. They take it to the other side to graze. So allow them to be able to move across. With those few remarks, thank you, and I want to wish them all the best.
The Honorable Member for Gilgit, Honorable Wangari.
Asante sana Bi Speaker. Pia mimi nachukua nafasi hii kuwapa kongole wale wabunge ambao wamepata nafasi ya kwenda kutuwakilisha kwenye Jumuiya ya Mashariki ya Afrika Mashariki, na niseme kama wenzangu walivyosema kwamba sasa wakienda huko hawaendi huko kama Azimio, hawaendi huko kama Kenya Kwanza, wanaenda kuwakilisha nchi. Na vile tumeweza kuonyesha huu uchaguzi haukuwa rahisi Bi Speaker, na tumeangalia mambo ambayo kadha wa kadha. Ukiangalia hawa wabunge wamechanganyika, wale wamekuwa wabunge, na angalia Mheshimiwa Sankok tulikuwa naye bunge la 12, Mheshimiwa Sarai tulikuwa naye seneti ya kwanza ya 11, nikiangalia Mheshimiwa Kanini Kega tulikuwa naye bunge la 12, Mheshimiwa Falhada tulikuwa naye bunge lililopita, Mheshimiwa Kering tulikuwa naye bunge lililopita, na Mheshimiwa Kalonzo ako na uzoefu na mazoea sababu amekuwa kwenye bunge hilo kwa muhula mmoja. Lakini la muhimu zaidi Bi Speaker ni kwamba kuna hata kuchanganyika kwa umri, na tuko na kijana barubaru Mheshimiwa Karobia. Labda ukimwona hayuko hapa hakudhani kwamba pia ataweza kupenya, lakini Mungu naye anapanga mambo yake, ameweza kuingia na watatuwakilisha, na hawa ndo wanaweza kuonyesha sura mzuri ya Kenya. Kwa hivyo wakienda kule wakumbuke kwamba kwanza wanaweka Kenya kwanza, biashara inoge, utalii unoge, mambo ya kazi